Hello Pisces, and welcome to your general guidance for the next few weeks with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for being here. Get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, put your feet up, relax. Let's see what's going on for my Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching. And for my Pisces Sun, I hope you've had a wonderful birthday. We're just coming to the end of Pisces season and I hope it's been good for you. All right, let's have a little look what's going on. I'm going to bring the camera down and we're going to use the wisdom of the oracle for the themes for you. All right, we're going to do some general and then we're going to add in money and career and some loving connections and finish off with some angel cards. All right, okay, let's see what's going on. We've got truth be told, observer, and orphaned. Oh, okay, all righty. That's quite a heavy energy, that orphaned card. All right, I want one of these as well. These are the energy oracle. What's going on for Pisces, please? The garden and the gate. Okay, that's a card of expansion and growth and getting out of your comfort zone. All right, let's add in the tarot. Find out some more. Tell me more for Pisces, please. Thank you so much. Okay, 9 of coins, the world, 2 of coins, and the wheel of fortune. That makes sense. We've got death, the 9 of cups, the ace of cups, and the king of wands. Lovely. All right. Let's add in your affirmations. Okay, those are the tarot dreams. These are mine from Hoping to Having, the original deck. Okay, we've got I trust that life will move me into exactly the right place at exactly the right time. Timing. And we've got the wheel of fortune here, which is about timing as well. Right, I want a couple of these as well. These are the everyday spirit guide affirmation cards. For my Pisces, please. Lucky you and free yourself. Okay, right. Let's have a little look then. Okay, this is very interesting. So let me first of all talk to you about what's going on. So we're in the middle of 2 big eclipses, okay, middle of March, end of March. As I record this, we're in this energy of what is being eclipsed out. What do we want to bring in? Now, in addition to that, we've got the astrological new year on the 20th as we go into Aries season and a brand new year, a brand new energy, a brand new cycle. Now, this period, particularly for the second half of March, is very healing. And I want you to be gentle with yourself, okay? Anything that wants to come up, to be cleared, to be eclipsed out of your life, this is a wonderful time for that to be happening. So we want to be very mindful, observing. We've got the observer card here. What is working for me? What is not? What do I want to push forward? What do I want to leave behind? You're looking at all of that stuff. So let's have a little look then. Now, we've got, I choose healthy, happy relationships and connections. Any unhealthy relationships now move out of my life easily. Now, we'll see what we get when we come on to the loving connections part of the reading. But with the general energy now, you're being asked to look at your relationships, whether it be romantic, whether it be family, work colleagues, friends. You're choosing healthy, happy relationships and connections, and you're allowing any unhealthy relationships to move out of your life. Now, this is very lucky for you. It's rooted down by the lucky card. Okay, luck is on your side. You're protected. Nothing can hold you back. So if you've been hanging on and sort of thinking, you know, I need to end that friendship, or I need to just spend less time with that particular member of my family because they're so draining, or whatever it is for you, if you've been hanging on and waiting for the right time, or giving another chance and a second chance and a 20th chance, this is the time to free yourself from that situation. okay? Free yourself. It's time to make a decision. Follow your heart. Sometimes screaming helps. There's always a little bit of humour in these cards, which is lovely. Now, we've also got this one. I trust that life will move me into exactly the right place at exactly the right time. So if you've been waiting to sort out this unhealthy relationship, it could be to do with you and yourself, you and your health, you and your work. It doesn't have to be a relationship outside of you. It can be within you. It's looking at that. Many of us have an unhealthy relationship with our job. We spend too much time in it. Or an unhealthy relationship with substances, food, drink, whatever it is. This is the time to free yourself. Now, because we've got this, I trust that life will move me into exactly the right place at exactly the right time. It's saying, perhaps I've been waiting because the time just didn't feel right. Perhaps I've been just hesitating, waiting until I suddenly felt that inspiration. So this is the time. We've got major endings. We've got a major new cycle coming in, and we have new beginnings. So this ending, the Alpha, the Omega, the end of Pisces season, moving into Aries season, the end of winter, moving into spring, or summer going into autumn, of course, for my beautiful people down under. This is a change in the seasons, a change in the energy, and we can harness this change for our betterment. So I want you to be really truthful, all right? Really truthful. It's not always easy to be really honest with ourselves, with our relationships, with our situations. We're masters of disguise and deception. I'm all right. Are you really? Not really, no, but Okay, so this is the time for truth to be told to yourself, first of all. So what is working for me and what is not? What is my relationship with this thing, person, situation? Is it healthy for me or is it not? Because this is a time to be really truthful, to step into this time to make the changes. We've got death, we've got the world, okay? The Nine of Coins is that I can do it. It's an independence card. Nobody can do it for you. You and only you can make this change if you choose to step into it. And the cards are strongly suggesting, the messages here from the universe and the energy, strongly suggesting this is the right time, the best time. There's always the wrong time, the right time, the never time, the one day. There's always that. And there are, I would grant you, I agree that there are times when it's the worst possible time to do something and it makes it much harder for us. Doesn't mean we don't do it. But there is also the best time, which makes it easier. And this is the best time. So you're being asked to step into this sense of independence, of I can do it. The Nine of Coins is a card where she provides all her own needs. Mentally, emotionally, financially, she's got it all going on. So you're in this energy of I'm being truthful with myself about that relationship with that food, that substance, that spending, that job, that person, whatever it is. I'm being really honest and I'm saying, yep, it's time for it to change. Death isn't necessarily about ending. All right, we tend to look at it and say, well, that's the end of that. Then there's the death card. It's not necessarily about endings. Death means transformation. So you can transform an existing relationship and not have to necessarily end it. Others you will end. But this is the time to really look at it and say, we're done. Right? We're changing the way it's been and we're moving it into something different. So we're going to observe very carefully, very closely, very mindfully, having a good look at everything from a place of truth and honesty and openness and clarity. That's why the owl is holding the window open while he stood on top of the mast. It's time for the mast to drop. Let's open the window. Let's air it. Let's get it out into the open. Number 14 is a 5, and 5s are about change. So what needs changing in your life regarding your relationships to people, things and places? So we're observing it. And then, now this is the endings card, the world comes in. We are ending by observing the situation that we had. And we are gaining, with that 9 of Cups, great happiness from doing this. Wonderful. This is your wish, your dream. This is your desire coming into fruition because you're stepping into these changes. Now, the fear is this orphan card. If I change that situation, I could feel very alone. I could feel very unhappy because the orphan card is an unhappy card. But again, it's another number 5. What needs to change here? What needs to shift? Do I feel alone? Do I feel unsupported? Do I feel orphaned? Nobody loves me. Nobody's here for me. You see, the 9 of Coins says, I'm okay. You know, it's lovely to have that support, but I can manage absolutely fine without it. So is it time to release this and bring some balance back? If you've been in this energy of feeling alone or putting up with unhealthy relationships rather than be alone, this is the time to say, I'm ready to step out and step away from my restrictions. I'm ready to bring the balance back into my life of joy and happiness. Here's the Ace of Cups underneath this. So as we release this, as we end this, yes, there may be some relationships that end here and I might feel very alone, but can I trust that as one door closes, another one opens? That as one unhealthy relationship moves out of my life, a better one moves in, and it brings me far more balance in multiple areas, perhaps in my health or my energy or my sleep. But I am coming into balance and I'm allowing this new beginning to come in. As the new beginning comes in, which is based on happiness, it's the Ace of Cups, here's a new cup for you. Here's a new cup that you can fill with whatever you want because you've created some space here. Then we move into this new cycle, this new beginning, which is far more empowered, far more liberating and far more free. You see, the thing is with the garden and the gate, it's a very beautiful garden, but it is very restrictive. And there's only so much time we can spend in exactly the same place before we start wondering, what's the other side of that gate? What's the other side of that hill? Can I find the confidence and the courage to go and explore and push out of my comfort zone and allow myself to go forward, move forward into something new? It's a 30, and 3s are about expansion and growth. Get out of the comfort zone, try something different. Let's give it a go. As we give it a go, we allow the Wheel of Fortune to move that cycle. This is a karmic cycle. This is a universal cycle. We're stepping into a brand new astrological year. The new year isn't January the 1st astrologically. It is March the 20th. That is when we go into a brand new cycle, planetary cycles, and we're in the middle of this big shift. So we're going to allow the wheel to turn in your favor. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's fortunate. It's a good thing. It's a positive thing. So we're moving ourselves into this new beginning. And particularly for my Pisces sons who's just had their birthday, you've just stepped into a brand new year until your birthday next year. What do you want to be when you grow up? You know, what do you want to achieve in this next year? Do you want to carry on as you are, or do you want to have something new? Because the new energy's here. So let's embrace it from a place of power and determination and focus. The King of Wands is very dynamic, very determined, very positive. I'm making this happen. I'm doing this. Nothing's holding me back. You are in this energized, passionate self-belief to move things forward into a different direction, stepping out of your comfort zone. So if you've been waiting, holding on, delaying, That's okay. It's about timing, but this is the right place and the right time to make those changes. That may be that you have an unhealthy relationship with your home, your finances, your neighborhood. It's time to sell the property, or move on from a rental, or move on from a relationship. This is the lucky time, because we've got fortunate here, which is luck. We've got luck over here. All right. So yes, we've got that orphan card. There's fear here of being alone. And is that part of the unhealthy relationship that needs to go? Perhaps you're in hermit mode and you stopped socializing, stopped participating in life, that you spend all your time at home with your pets, your hobbies, your interests, or you sit all day playing games or watching TV, and you're not participating in any kind of connections, and you are feeling very alone. Is that what needs to change? Is that the unhealthy relationship where it's time to get back out there and make friends and join things and be part of a community? There's something that wants to come back into balance here, that's been off, that's been out. And there is this wonderful opportunity for these transformations. Death, the world, the Wheel of Fortune, 3 big hitters, 3 powerful energies of change, encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone and do it differently. But it all starts with this truth, being truthful with yourself, because we're ever so good at convincing ourselves that it's all right really when it's actually not. And that's a defense mechanism, a protective mechanism, because we don't quite feel ready to tackle an issue, so we pretend it's okay. And we all do it, but this is the time to stop pretending that it's okay and say this is not okay. And I am strong enough to make those changes and transitions, and I am looking at everything and I'm allowing myself to really align with what I truly want, what I truly desire, and then I'm going for it. So this is beautiful. This is really beautiful. All right, Pisces, let's have a look at money and career. So we're going to take what's already on the table and we're going to add to it. So we're looking here at anything to do with finances, jobs, business, career. If you're retired and not working, just take the money part of it and leave the job part of it. These are mine from Hoping to Having Wealth and Success. What's the key message, the key affirmation for my Pisces? I am abundant. Money flows easily and readily to me now. Okay, embrace that energy. Embrace it, step into it. I want you to just focus on it for a minute. They're asking me to bring it up. All right, if you're washing the dishes, walking the dog, just pause for a little minute, look at the screen. I am abundant. Say it out loud, say it in your head. Either is fine. I am abundant. Money flows easily and readily to me now. Not next week, next month, next year. Now. Money flows easily and readily to me now. Okay, this is a very powerful affirmation and it works. I used to spend twice a day for about 1 to 2 minutes chanting this every morning and every night. And it transformed my financial life. Okay, I am abundant. Money flows easily and readily to me now. But you have to believe it. You have to get into the energy of it. You have to embrace it and keep working it. And you start to suddenly see what you can bring in and how you can bring it in. All right. Let's find out some more. I'm going to use the legacy of the Divine Tarot. Money and career for Pisces, please, for the next few weeks. All right, so the rest of March and into April. For my Pisces, please. Money and career. Thank you. We've got the Empress. Oh, nice. Abundance, creativity, being able to create that abundant that you are wanting. With the King of Cups, beautiful watery card like you, and the 8 of Coins. Interesting. I'm going to pause there. I don't know if we need any more, but I'll just see in a minute. So we're in this energy of abundance, Pisces. I want you to step into the Empress flow. She's Venus-led. She's all about having a beautiful life, having everything that she needs. In this particular deck, she's heavily pregnant. In some decks, she's holding the baby. But this is all about the growth, the expansion, being able to take a seed and make it grow. Whether that seed is an idea, whether it's a seed to grow something, a literal seed, you're in this energy of creating abundance from a place of flow, King of Cups, in the flow, in the power as well, because he's a king. Okay, he's emotionally mature and emotionally calm, and he just allows this lovely flow. And this is very strong for work. We've got the 8 of coins here, the worker card. So what am I putting my work, my effort into? I am creating something from a place of abundance, not lack, from a place of abundance. I'm stepping into creating my best life. That's beautiful. Creating the financial wealth and security that I am needing. And I'm going to be able to focus on it. The thing is with the 8 of coins, he's able to really put the effort into the work. You know, sometimes we just don't seem to find the effort, the energy, the motivation. That 8 of coins is, yeah, I'm on it. I've got it. I'm doing it. This is happening. Tell me more about money and career. Queen of Swords, the Queen of Truth. There's the truth be told card here. Clarity, focus, decisiveness, making changes, stepping out of your comfort zone, allowing the wheel to turn in your favor. Is it time, right? We've got the timing card here. Is it time to move that investment, create an investment, start a savings account? Is it time to go for that promotion, to go for a different job, to start the side hustle? Yes, whatever you're planning, this is planning, this is creating, this is I've got an idea and I'm going to create that idea into reality. I'm in the flow. I'm trusting that this is good for me emotionally. I have all the maturity and wisdom that I need to make this happen from a place of loving compassion. We're following the heart. We're allowing the heart to guide the work into this place of complete clarity. Right, so you're really on it. This is a very strong communication with the Queen of Swords. Air energy, focus, communication, clarity. And you're being asked to look at what works, what doesn't. Where am I stagnant? Where am I stale? Where am I bored? The 4 of Cups, I find, is a very positive card. Some other readers don't think so, and that's okay. We all read differently. How can we ever make changes to grow, to expand, to step out of our comfort zone if we don't ever feel stagnant and bored and frustrated, right? Because we'd stay there forever. It's this energy that motivates us to say, oh, I wonder what's the other side of that gate. Shall I go and have a little look? Shall I try something new, something different? Should I try perhaps applying for a job outside my industry, because many of my skills are transferable to multiple industries? Should I try something different? Because something here is stagnant and stale and bored and disillusioned. I might have just outgrown it. It might have been fabulous before, but I've learned everything I'm going to learn there, and now I'm just bored getting through the day. And so that's all right. We recognise it from the Queen of Swords, that place of truth and clarity. Yeah, I'm bored with this now. It's not kind of working for me. So I'm going to make changes. We're in this abundance energy to say, right, I'm ready to step out. I'm ready to go for it. So go for it. So what's the outcome? There's fear holding you back there. The bottom of the deck was the 5 of coins. It's like, oh, but if I take a risk, it might backfire, it might go horribly wrong. Yes, those fears are there. Let them come up, let them come out, and step into your strength, confidence, courage. I've got this, I can do this, I'm aligned with abundance. So recognize whenever, we've got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck again, we need to step into that determined, decisive, focused, powerful energy. So harness this and go for it, okay? There's change is needed. Change is wanted. So let's allow the change to come in, okay? Let's have a look at loving connections then, particularly as we've got this unhealthy relationships moving out of my life, all right? These are mine from hoping to having loving connections. This isn't necessarily romantic, it could be, but this can be family, friends, work colleagues, any connections, neighbours, neighbourhood, community that you belong to perhaps. Right, tell me about loving connections for Pisces, please. I am loving myself. I am respecting myself. My relationships and connections mirror this back to me. Okay, let's talk about this for a little minute. Okay, so if you're in relationships where you feel unloved and disrespected, I want you to first of all look within. We've got the Truth card and we've got the Queen of Swords, Queen of Truth. Look within. Do I love myself? Do I respect myself? Because when I do, those relationships will mirror it back to me. Now you might say to yourself, there's somebody in my life, it doesn't matter how much I respect myself, they are never going to respect me. They don't know the meaning of the word. It's impossible for them. I've got somebody like that in my life, okay? So is it time to move that relationship out of your life? Okay? So mine is my elderly mother. I'm not going to completely abandon her, but I do avoid her, okay? I choose to spend less time with her. So have a little look at this. My relationships and connections mirror this back to me. The way I love myself, because if I love myself enough, I won't put up with that. If I respect myself enough, I'll be like, no, we're done. You're out of my life. Bye-bye. Because we can when we love ourselves enough and respect ourselves enough. So Pisces, ask yourself about your unhealthy relationships and allow them to move out of your life easily. Okay? Right, let's find out some more. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck. Tell me more about loving connections for Pisces, please. Tell me more about relationships, connections for Pisces. Thank you. Oh, there we go. We've got a huge new beginning coming in. Here's the Fool. Here's the Fool. Right, I'm taking a leap of faith. I'm ready to jump. I'm ready to go for it because the timing is right. We're having a new beginning here. This could be a new friend coming in. This could be a new lover. This could be a brand new beginning within an existing relationship that is now based on loving respect. Because we've talked about it. Truth be told, it isn't just about understanding the truth, is it? It's then about speaking it. Truth be told, we are speaking it into existence. So you might be having a conversation with somebody to say, do you know what? I don't find your behaviour particularly loving or respectful to me. And they might be horrified. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I must change that. How can I make that better? And you can turn things around by speaking it out into existence. Other relationships, they don't. So you end them. We've got the World there. And that allows new relationships to come in. Okay? Because you love yourself and respect yourself enough. Tell me more about loving connections. For my single Pisces, this can be a beautiful new beginning and the right time to meet somebody new. And for my couples, let's allow a new beginning if your relationship is healthy. Let's allow a fresh start and a fresh beginning. Tell me about other stuff for my Pisces about relationships. Right, we've got the Devil there with the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. So the Devil is our restrictions, our fears, our addictions, dependency, codependency. This can be like, oh, I couldn't possibly. Do you see the chains? The chains that bind you. You know, I couldn't possibly end that friendship, relationship, whatever it is for you. Well, you can when you choose to. You can with the World there. You can say, nope, we're done. You can tell the devil to do one. I'm not going to allow my insecurities. I'm not going to allow control and coercion. It's time for me to free myself. To free myself from limitations, to free myself from unhealthy relationships. And I'm going to do it. We've got the Chariot here. This is victory, success, recognition. This is moving forward at a rate of knots. Nothing holding you back now. And the Knight of Cups is there to support this. Knights are action cards, and the Chariot is a very fast and powerful action card. The Knight of Cups is offers coming your way for love, for connections that are healthy. So as we free ourselves from that devil energy, this could be a controlling spouse, this could be a controlling boss, an abusive, bullying boss, okay? Because this is all connections, not just romantic. And you say, right, I'm ready to leave that job, or I'm ready to put in a grievance, a complaint. I'm ready to take action because I deserve better. This is something new. This is so much new in this for you, Pisces. You know, it's the end of your birthday season. You're moving into brand new energy. And you have the expansion card here. You have this shift forward with the Death card, ending any restrictions, freeing yourself for those healthy, happy connections and opening up for something new and beautiful to come in. All right, let's finish off with an angel card for you. Final message for my Pisces, please. Oh, they want a unicorn card as well. Okay, all right. These are the Oracle of the Angels. And just to let you know, if you're still here at the end, I have heavily discounted my books because Spirit asked me to lower the price to make it more affordable for people. I've not put it on a discount thing. I don't know how to do that. I just changed the price at the price point, okay? From $19.99 down to $14.99, from $25 down to $20, depending on if it's hardback, paperback, ebook. I've reduced all the prices between 20 and 30%. So you won't see discount, but just trust me when I say they've all come down by between 20 and 30%. Okay, and you find them on Amazon. All you've got to do is just type in "From Hoping to Having Julie Poole." They'll all come up. And if you don't like Amazon, you can order them from most bookstores. All right, they take about a week to come in. Okay, right, we've got blessing and fulfillment, and I want a unicorn card as well. This is the magic of the unicorns for my Pisces, please. Thank you very much. Oh, and that one. Okay, wow. Okay, you've got a double message, triple message here, really. Okay, we've got blessing. Let me bring the camera up. This is a blessing. That's the tree of life. You're growing new branches. You're growing new things. You are expanding and growing. And this is a blessing. It's a good thing. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. All right. It is helping you to move into a more fulfilled, enriched, happier life. You're moving into this I want to feel fulfilled. I want to feel I have purpose. I want to feel that life has meaning. This is what's happening. And it's a blessing. Okay, and then we've got shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive. Pay it forward. So we've got another blessing card here. And then we have finally the cosmic ruby. Be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. 32 is a 5, cards of change. So you're being a peace ambassador. We don't have to, when we're changing these relationships, when we're ending, moving out of our life, you know, different situations and people, we don't have to do it through a war. We can do it through peace. We can do it quietly. We don't have to make a big song and dance about it. So be a peace ambassador. You can say to somebody peacefully what you need to say with your truth. Just say it calmly, kindly, peacefully, and that's what you'll get back. This is a shower of blessings. This shift, this change is meant for you to move you into a more fulfilled space, a happier space. And my beautiful Pisces, you so deserve it. So let's harness that energy. Go with it, grab it, let's do it. Okay. All right, my beautiful people, that's what I have for you for the rest of March and into April. I'll be back in a couple of days with your collective general guidance for everybody. All right, there's always something there for everybody. And this week it's going to be about the equinox, okay, the new astrological year. So we'll see what comes through for the collective for that. And I'll be back with another Pisces reading in three or 4 weeks. Okay. All right, my beautiful people. Have a blessed day. Have an amazing week. And I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.